Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. Me and Pallavi are back today. We do this power circuit chats every week, but since both of us are traveling, so we thought we'll do it daily, so that we give out all the daily gossip, all the daily khabar, all the political masala that we gather from the field. I'm in UP, Pallavi is in Punjab. I think most of us know that by now. I'm in Amethi today. I'm sorry, I'm a bit confused. I am in Etawah today, in Saifai village, the stronghold of the Yadav family. I was in Amethi yesterday. Today, in Punjab, Pallavi, where Pallavi is traveling, she is traveling to Malerkotla today. And the big
Malerkotla,
news of the
yes.
day, yes. And the big news, Pallavi, today is Mr. Channi's comments. What has he said in presence of Priyanka Gandhi?
So,
Priyanka Gandhi has
so,
cleared him also.
so, so UP में आज पंजाब का असर. Charanjit Singh's comments where he thought he was endearing himself to the Punjabis over here has landed Priyanka Gandhi into a bit of a trouble, and all because she happens to be Punjab ki bahu, and that's what he was calling her. Ki Punjab the bahu hai and Bhaiya log hai UP and Bihar. That hasn't gone down well, and I don't know. I mean, as we were discussing this, Aman, she doesn't understand what he was saying. But the fact that, political parties will obviously whip this up as an issue, and they already have. The BJP, Kejriwal, all of them have. And in fact, the pictures you can see on our screens where she's actually laughing and, smiling along. And that's when he's actually
Hmm.
making those comments against UP and Bihar ke log. She's in charge of Uttar Pradesh. Now, when she goes back to UP and she's going to take pot shots at Yogi Adityanath saying कि कोई development नहीं हुआ, ये लोग उनको यही बोलेंगे कि आप तो यूपी का मजाक उड़ाते हो. Why should we even believe you?
Yes,
But I'm
absolutely.
also
And I
surprised,
don't.
Aman, by one thing. Aman, I want to ask you
Uh,
this question. Congress is not much of a factor in Uttar Pradesh. Why do you think then the BJP's calculation kya hai to make it such a big deal? Her comment.
Well, I think it is to prop up Congress a bit also in UP. Obviously, BJP doesn't want the Congress and the BSP to complete die out in UP. They want them to put up a fight and, hurt the Samajwadi Party's chances on many seats. Besides that, I think, Pallavi, also this comment, Priyanka Gandhi is a Bahu of Punjab, but I think she's very much a Bahu of UP also. Robert Vadra, I think, belongs to Moradabad, So I
Muradabad,
don't
yeah,
know
yeah.
yeah, so how proper that comment is. And, in the larger scheme of things, Pallavi, as you were traveling in Punjab, I have also traveled in Punjab. You must have also heard it on the ground. So people from UP and Bihar go to Punjab, as migrant laborers. They go and work in the fields there. They go and till the lands, irrigate the lands. That is because most of the youngsters in Punjab are not staying back in Punjab. They don't get jobs. They don't want to do farming. So they move to Canada. They move to England. They move to Australia, New Zealand. So if you go in any village in Punjab, you'll find old Punjabis, old men and women there with no young people. Young people have either moved out. So what do these old farmers do? They get people from UP and Punjab to till the land, to till their land, to give them on thekas or employ them as laborers to harvest the crops. Now, so Priyanka Gandhi's in fact, Channi's statement is problematic even for Punjab. You are in a way also demeaning the people who are doing hard labor, hard work, coming from other states for the sake of Punjab. They are harvesting your crops. So, how can you demean people, who are doing that hard work? So I think it is wrong, not just for UP. I would, as a Punjabi, maybe I would take even offense to that in Punjab. That, why do you demean somebody coming from another state to work in your state? Apart from that, I think there's also, I think Pallavi is reflecting a bit of confusion in the Congress ranks as the Punjab election date is polling near. Obviously, there are a lot of worries, as you have also reported. And please also watch Pallavi's special half an hour show today in the evening on CNN News 18, where she will put out an incomplete picture of what she saw in the last 2 weeks in Punjab. In the evening tomorrow, it will be on CNN News 18.
And I'm sitting on a
I think
tractor. I'm sitting on a tractor which epitomizes Punjab. And Aman, your two big interviews features in it. So guys, please watch out. We are calling it Chitta, Choice and Change. That's, I guess, kind of captures what Punjab could be and should be all about. But that's at 7:30, 9:30. Sorry, guys, for plugging my own half hour. I really worked hard along with it.
no,
Along
no,
with it.
that's
I
okay.
picked up a lot of 2 weeks in Punjab. But this is something which we've been reporting on, and you also have been reporting on. I think Congress made the same mistake which say Mamata Banerjee made in the beginning with the BJP. She always underestimated that BJP could actually come out as a main contender. I think Congress began by thinking AAP is just another party, unka kuch nahi ho sakta. 2014 ke pehle, I remember they used to run down the Prime Minister by saying he's just a Gujarat ka Chief Minister. And look where things are there today. They've realized that AAP is a big factor, and this is towards the fag end of the campaigning. last 3-4 dinons se they've gone mad in attacking Kejriwal and they've got hold of Kumar Vishwas and so on and so forth. And after that, she shifts base to Punjab, Uttar Pradesh.
Hmm.
But see, today it's
Yeah.
interesting. Channi was there. That's the story again which News18.com had broken first. Channi campaigning in a sense in Uttar Pradesh. You think that thing is going to have an impact on UP? Because if Channi goes back to play the Dalit card, Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, what he said could actually now resonate even more when we move into the critical phases of UP elections.
Well, I think if Priyanka Gandhi Vadra has not had an impact in Punjab, I think nobody else is going to have an impact in Punjab in UP. I'm sorry, for the Congress. Congress. More I move around in UP, more I see the disappearance of Congress from UP. Even in Raebareli, Amethi, where I was there yesterday, you have to really struggle to find any person speaking enthusiastically about voting for the Congress. I think it's an alarming signal for the Congress in a big state like
Yes.
UP. Congress may be happy. Congress may, be in this illusion that if Samajwadi Party is getting its mojo back in Punjab, it is in UP, it is good for the opposition camp. But as far as Congress goes, this is a state where they once won 21 Lok Sabha seats. In 2012, 2000 and sorry, in the Lok Sabha election in earlier this decade, the party's collapse in UP, I think, is a real matter of concern, and this will also impact their chances in other states. Be it Punjab, be it Uttarakhand, when the results come out. If Congress is not able to win Punjab and loses it to AAP and does disastrously in UP, as everybody here is saying it will do. I remember meeting Aditi Singh yesterday in Raebareli. She said Congress is not going to win even one seat in UP. So that is a very concerning signal for the Congress. I think in both these states,
And
but
this in
I think
Amethi.
also
You are not seeing them anywhere in
this in Amethi,
Amethi, which
yeah.
is the family bastion of the Gandhis. That is how shocking that can get.
Yeah, and Pallavi, I think a very interesting comment which Sanjay Singh gave me yesterday. I asked him this, that what is the reason for leaders like you, Ashwini Kumar, there are multiple other leaders in UP who left the Congress. He just summed it up in one line. He said the Congress leadership these days runs the party on its own personal likes and dislikes. If I don't like anybody, I will not keep them. I will sideline them. I will push them out of the party. The party does not run on winnability or principles or ideology anymore. It is running on personal likes and dislikes of senior Congress leadership. This is what Sanjay Singh said. I think it's a very telling comment by somebody who, Sanjay Singh, you also know well, who has been so close to the Congress top leadership. I think this is the kind of feedback which the party should take very seriously and maybe course correct at certain junctures. I think coming back to UP, Pallavi. So what I was trying to do today, I found a bit of interesting in the UP's travel today. So I was traveling to the Yadav belt, now Firozabad to Kannauj, which comprises about 30 districts of the 8 districts and 30 seats of UP. Where the BJP last time had won 24 out of the 30 seats in the Yadav stronghold. So what is happening here? I think I found very interesting. And I'm here in Sefai, where people now enthusiastically speaking about the SP. That the SP is getting its mojo back, Akhilesh is getting its mojo back, a sense of fight back finally in the Yadav stronghold by the Samajwadi Party. I think it's a heartening signal for them. Will that be enough in the overall scheme things of UP? I don't know yet. But some resurgence of SP I'm seeing in at least their Purana Gad, the Yadav belt, where people are now speaking. Interestingly, I will put out that story tomorrow. How people in Kannauj, when I went, said that नहीं हम तो योगी को ही वोट डालेंगे. तो आलू की खेती जो यहाँ यादव बेल्ट में इतनी ज्यादा होती है, आई मेट सम आलू किसान हु सेड कि हमें अच्छा रेट मिल रहा है, पर अगर हमें कम रेट भी मिल रहा है तो हम योगी जी महाराज कार बनवाने के लिए वो भी सह लेंगे, क्योंकि ये देश का चुनाव है.
I think it may not be as big a state as UP or politically significant as UP, but much of what happens in Punjab will have a lot of, once again, every time the Congress contests a state polls, we always end up asking this question: is this a litmus test for the Gandhis? What will happen to Gandhis? But they managed to survive through all of it because that's the way the Congress party is made. But if the Congress loses Punjab, it's going to be a prime example, as what we were talking about, on how not to contest elections, how they've got it all horribly wrong. And also going back to the words of Sonia Gandhi, I remember when they lost in Madhya Pradesh last time round, when she said, no one has to work hard to defeat us, we do it best ourselves. Strange, she knows it all, and yet the Congress party does this each time. Massive story of infighting, where I am now at this point of time in Malerkotla.